Four news stories for you. Firstly, PM Abiy will respond to the questions of members of parliament tomorrow. Secondly, Oromo Liberation Army is raising a new force. We have received this report just a few hours ago that OLA is working on raising a new force. But the members of this force won't be fighters, trained fighters, but they would be civilians. Why is OLA raising this new force? Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopia is going to open an embassy in Pakistan. Ridwan Hussein, Ethiopian minister, is in Pakistan. And lastly, viewers, General Varade, Commander-in-Chief of Tigray Defense Force, today addressed new recruits. And in his speech, he talked about the future of Tigray Defense Force. What did he say in his speech? Firstly, viewers, first news story is about tomorrow's session of Ethiopian Parliament. Reportedly, PM Abiy will respond to the questions of members of parliament tomorrow. He will answer the queries of the members of parliament. Which type of questions will be asked, that remains to be seen, because we know that some allies of PM Abiy, they have reservations against some recent decisions, like we saw that when national emergency was lifted 2 days ago by the House of Representatives. More than 5 dozen members of parliament opposed that resolution. We could see some tough questions asked in tomorrow's parliament session. We'll update you tomorrow about that. Secondly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Army is forming a new force. It has been officially confirmed because OLA has shared some pictures, videos. What is the name of this new force? Name of the force is PDF, People's Defense Force. This force wouldn't consist of trained fighters. The force would consist of civilians and some government officials who have joined Oromo Liberation Army. Why is OLA inaugurating this new force? Who inaugurated the recruitments? Jal Sanye Negasa is an OLA commander. He is OLA's commander of Central Zone. And reportedly, on the 18th of February, 3 days ago, he inaugurated the recruitment, the training of these PDF recruits. Why is this new force being formed by Oromo Liberation Army? The new force is being raised to counter Fano. What we have learned is that I told in previous videos, I reported that Oromo Liberation Army and Fano members are involved in fighting in some areas on Oromia Amhara border. And reportedly, some Amhara militias, Amhara forces have entered Oromia too. So, in order to counter Fano, OLA wants to raise a new force. That is why civilians are being recruited for this new force, PDF. On the other hand, Fano is under crackdown. We are seeing that some sort of crackdown has started against some Fano factions. We'll update you tomorrow about that. But in Oromia, OLA wants a new force because Fano is conducting some activities in Oromia according to OLA. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian government is going to open an embassy in Pakistan, in Islamabad. Preparations are underway, reportedly. Ridwan Hussein, Ethiopia's State Minister for Foreign Affairs, was in Islamabad. He has met with top government officials here, and Ethiopia wants to strengthen its ties with Pakistan. We've seen that during the course of Ethiopia-Tigray conflict, India backed Ethiopian government. In Security Council meetings, India backed Ethiopian government. Then at a meeting of Human Rights Council, both India and Pakistan backed Ethiopian government. A resolution was tabled to urge international investigation into war crimes committed in Tigray, Amhara, and Afar. The resolution was opposed by Ethiopian government. It was opposed by Pakistan, by India as well. Now, Ethiopian government wants to strengthen its ties with Pakistani government, and Ethiopian embassy could be opened in Pakistan in coming days. Fourthly, viewers, General Varade, Commander-in-Chief of Tigray Defense Force, has been seen addressing new recruits of Tigray Defense Force. TDF is recruiting, like other forces, all regional, federal forces, band groups, all are recruiting, and heavy recruitments are underway. While addressing the recruits, General Varade said that after breaking the siege, TDF will build a professional army. Firstly, he talked about breaking of siege. It means that Tigray Defense Force is trying to break the siege. So far, no signs of no signs that the siege is going to be broken. The siege is there in Western Tigray. TDF could not make any inroads, any considerable inroads. How is TDF going to break the siege? Through talks or through military operations? That remains to be seen. But Varade's speech shows Tigray's intentions. The Tigray wants to raise a full-fledged army. Some Ethiopian government supporters, they call for disarming of Tigray Defense Force. But Tigray has some other plans. Tigray wants a full-fledged professional army. That is why, if you say that the talks should start after disarming of Tigray Defense Force, it means that talks will never start. Tigray will never surrender its army, its weapons. Rather, it will keep on working to strengthen its army. General Varade's today's speech is very clear that Tigray will strengthen, it will expand its military. Watch this video clip of General Varade addressing new TDF recruits. Thank you for watching.
تحزي فترة زلنا سراويت تحزي فتر زل سرايت تحزي زود دو زل سرايت حزي تعطوا مستسويرة زبطنا يكونن بروفيشنال سراويتنا تغيرنا من كان ناس ترث يكونن تحزي زل سقم المفتاح يكونن صواح ون تماساسات سقم كيناتو نزوزي ذكان عليكم ስለዚህ ካብዚ ኣንጻሪ ናይ ሰራዊት እዚ ኣጻርነት ኣብ ግምት ምእታው ንባዕልና እውን እናወቅዕና ክንከይድ ተሰልጢና ንምራወጥ ካብዚ ኣንጻር ንባዕልና ንሓሰብና ክንከይድ ከተሓሳስብ ይደሊ